Hey guys, it's Ollie. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to sanitize leaf litter from outside for terrariums that is completely safe for snails, invertebrates, and amphibians. So the reason I'm specifying that it is safe for snails, invertebrates, and amphibians is because they are much more sensitive than most reptiles are. So sometimes the advice for reptiles would be a lot different than advice for sanitizing things for amphibians. So just to make sure, I like to specify that it is safe for snails and it is safe for frogs and toads and whatnot. So first, let's go ahead and go get some. When looking for anything outside, you always have a risk. You want to make sure you are getting your supply from places you know don't have pesticides. But again, there is still a risk, which is why we're sanitizing it today. I know that we don't use pesticides and there haven't been any on the property for years. So this is 100% safe to collect from the site. I go ahead and get leaf litter that is already kind of crunchy because most of my leaf litter gets torn up, but you can get some that is not crunchy, obviously. I picked up some of that as well. Just don't take it from the actual plants. You want to make sure that you aren't damaging any wildlife really when you are collecting. And lastly, you're going to want to make sure that all the things you are getting are safe for your enclosure. So you want to make sure you're getting leaves that would be safe for your toads or your frogs or your snails. Alright, and we're ready to hike up back to the house. Alright, so we're back from our trip in the woods. I am taking a shower to get anything that might have crawled on me off of me, and we got quite a bit of leaf litter. First thing you're going to want to do is rinse your leaf litter. Just a light rinse, you don't have to go crazy with it, just some warm water, just to get all the debris. Now there are 3 ways that you can sanitize your leaves. One way is to just leave it out and just wait till everything dies off of it. This can take up to 6 months, and I don't recommend this method necessarily. The second that I do not recommend but would work for reptile enclosures would be a 1% bleach solution. You can use that. The other 99% being water. I don't recommend it because this is for amphibians and snails and whatnot. Now the third solution, which I will be talking to you about today, is heat. So you can kill all the bacteria with heat. There are 3 ways to do this. You can bake them, boil them, or put them in your microwave. So the heat method is the preferred method for me, especially for amphibians, because this method is for sure going to kill chytrid. This method for sure is going to kill chytrid fungus, which is a very deadly fungus for amphibians mostly. So this is the surefire way to get rid of that, and is probably the best for amphibians and invertebrates. So let's go ahead and start with baking. So baking is super simple. To bake your leaves, after you've rinsed them, you just put them on a baking sheet and you pop them in the oven at 200 degrees Fahrenheit for roughly 30 minutes. Now your leaves will be pretty crispy after this, but if you don't want them to be as crispy, then I would recommend the boil or the microwave method. So boil is also pretty simple. So you bring a pot of water to boil and you submerge some leaves in there for about 5 to 10 minutes and then just lay them out to dry. This one is the one that I mostly use. I mostly boil my leaves. Now the third method is microwaving them, which is also kind of just steaming them. So what you want to do is you want to put them on a shallow thing of water, so like a plate maybe, a saucer, and you just put that in the microwave for 2 to 3 minutes to steam them. Now instead of water, some people put a damp paper towel on the bottom and then put their leaves on that, put another damp paper towel on top, and oftentimes put a cover on top too, of course microwave safe. And again, just 2 to 3 minutes in the microwave and just leave them out to dry a little bit. And that's pretty much it for sanitizing your leaf litter. It's pretty straight to the point, it's pretty good, and after this you have a pretty decent supply of leaf litter. Let's not forget that you can also buy your leaf litter. This is a bag that I have bought off of Etsy. I am also going to sanitize it just to make sure, I'm sure it's fine, but not every shop sanitizes their leaf litter, so to be safe, no matter where I get it from, I always like to sanitize it just to be sure. It only takes up to half an hour, so it's not that big of a deal, and it ensures the safety of my animals. Because no matter where you get your leaf litter, whether you go gather it yourself or you buy it from somewhere, it has to come from outside, so there's always going to be risk with leaf litter. After you're done, you can also store your leaf litter in a bag, just like this shop has. Also remember that you do not have to use all your leaf litter at once. You can just bag it up and just have it for later on when you might need to replace it. But that is all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know if you enjoyed this kind of content. Let me know if there's anything else that you want to see, kind of like learn how to sanitize, and if I know how to do it, then I will for sure make a video for you. As always, give this video a like for the algorithm, subscribe if you're into this kind of content or really any animal kind of content. I upload every single Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but you can hit the bell if you don't want to remember that. Don't forget to go follow me over on Instagram. The link will be down in the description below. I also have an art account where I take commissions for custom digital pet pictures. The link to that will also be in the description below. And as always, I'll see you next week. Bye!